think we have a lot to catch up on. It's been quite a while since I have been on here, about 3 months-ish, I think. That is because my life has changed a lot. As you guys know, if you've been keeping up with me and watched my last video, my Disney college program ended, and as you could tell, I'm in a completely different place. So I just wanted to come on here and catch you guys up, tell you about my life post Disney college program, and just say hey, because I like making YouTube videos and I have missed doing it. So let's catch up. I will say that I filmed a week in my life vlog maybe like a month ago, and I ended up I was gonna go and edit it, but then I was looking at all the clips I had taken and I was like, this is not fun to watch, because honestly I was kind of miserable that week. It was when I was still in my old apartment, which let's dive into that first, why don't we? So as you can see here, I am sitting on a couch. I know, isn't that crazy? I have a couch. I ended up moving. I knew that once my lease was up, I wasn't gonna renew it. I was really wanting to move somewhere else. I am really grateful that I moved out of Flamingo and had that apartment and lived on my own for the first time in my life, but the apartment was not the nicest. The complex was not the nicest, and it was a very, very small studio. I think it was around 330 square feet, and it was fine. Like, it was, you know, I'm not gonna take it for granted, because like I said, I am grateful, but for my mental health, it started to just kind of catch up to me that when I was at home, I was just sitting in my bed all day, and I felt like my life was super cluttered. I didn't have space for things. I didn't have space to breathe. The actual environment wasn't great. My neighbors were very loud, and I would wake up at like 5 in the morning to blaring music and just things like that, to where I knew that I needed to move somewhere else. That's what I did. That's where I am now. I am in a 1-bedroom apartment now, and it is plenty of space. I feel so grateful to be here, and it's a really nice complex. I have been utilizing the gym a lot, which is really nice because I had a gym membership, was able to cancel that, and now I have a nice gym for free that I've been going to. I have a really nice pool here that I have gone out to a handful of times, and yeah, I just feel really, really, really blessed to be here. I'll show you guys around a little bit in just a minute, but I'm considering, like, once I'm fully done with this place, because there's still like a few things that I need to get, once I'm fully done, I might do like a full in-depth apartment tour video, because I have always loved watching like apartment tours and things like that to get inspo, and yeah, it's just fun. So I will definitely, or most likely, do that once I'm done with everything, but I still have a handful of things that I need to get, including something on this wall, because it's a huge wall and it's blank right now. So yeah, there's that. So that's the apartment stuff. Now to the real stuff that I'm sure is a bit more interesting, which is my work, my job. So last time we talked, I had told you guys that I got part-time over at Space Mountain, which has been part of what I'm doing, but as I mentioned, it is part-time, and I know I said that I needed to get a second job, which I did do. So I have been working also part-time for the Orlando Magic. I work in like premium guest experience, so like club level, the suites, those sort of things, and I work Orlando Magic games, the Solar Bears, which is hockey, and like concerts and things like that. There's also been some other sorts of events here and there, like a wine festival auction that was super fun and super cool. those sorts of things, and I have really enjoyed it. It's kind of sparked my interest in building a career outside of Disney as well, and just kind of exploring new things. So I have really been liking that. The Magic are currently in the playoffs. That's super exciting. Besides that, yeah, I have been part-time over at Space Mountain, and I've been really enjoying it. I mean, there are definitely days where it's difficult sometimes, but overall, I am really happy to be back in attractions. I like the fast-paced environment. I like the efficiency that comes with working in attractions and that sort of thing. And it's pretty cool to be working at such an iconic ride. Space Mountain is 51 years old, so there's never a dull day working at the mountain because, you know, she's an old one. So she has some issues sometimes, but like I said, there's never a dull moment, and the people I work with are really great. So yeah, honestly, no complaints. But I think that being in attractions, even though I do enjoy it a lot, I think it's kind of opened my eyes to the fact that I don't want to work at the, you know, normal operational frontline level at Disney forever. I mean, I've always known that, but this definitely feels like a for now job and not a long-term thing. I think there was a period of time where I was like, maybe I'll move up and become a coordinator and whatever, all those things. And that's not something that necessarily disinterests me, and it's still could be a goal of mine, but I think that I have come to realize that my energy and my goals might be something that is gonna go elsewhere. And I love working for Disney, and so I'm kind of in a weird spot where I do still want to grow with the company, and I would love to have some sort of professional opportunity with the company, but those are very hard to come by. I don't know, there's a lot of things that I don't know right now, but I am content with where I am at the moment. I have a really hard time with always focusing on what's next, what I need to do to get to the next step in these things, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes I forget to just focus on being content with where I am right now. So that's something that I'm trying to work on, because I do have a great life and I need to enjoy it. I think I need to enjoy right now the flexibility of my jobs. It's pretty fairly easy for me to have time off, to give away shifts, to pick up shifts. Being part-time at Disney is actually pretty nice. You don't necessarily get scheduled a lot of hours, but with the second job, it's nice that I have that flexibility, and at least for my location, it's pretty easy to pick up hours if that's what you're wanting. So I've kind of been in control of my schedule in a way that I wasn't able to be before. So that's been really nice. And like I said, it's easy to give away shifts and, you know, that sort of thing. So I can go home for a week. I can, you know, have people visit and have that time off for the most part. So I need to enjoy that right now, because that's not always necessarily going to be the case if I, you know, go into a full-time position somewhere. You know, that's not going to be the case. So I do need to enjoy that right now and look at the benefits of where I am instead of wondering how I'm going to move on to the next thing. So that's kind of like the job update. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is, I guess, the rest of my life outside of work, and maybe sharing it will make me feel better about it and maybe make someone else watching feel better. I have touched on this probably several times on my channel, but I am not great at making friends. I am not super outgoing. It takes a while for me to open up to people, and I'm not like a very great conversationalist, I would say. That's something, to be honest, that has bugged me about myself. So yeah, making friends has always been pretty difficult for me. I've been living here in Florida for about a year and 2 months now, which is crazy. And I have had some friends, and I had people that I would hang out with, but I had people who were on college programs and went home and that sort of thing. So I just haven't really had a group of friends that has been consistent and I felt very close to, and it's been probably the hardest part about being here. I love my friends from home so extremely much, and I love my family, and being apart from them is so difficult. You know, a lot of times you post grad, if you're not like moving away from where you went to school or you're not moving away from home, you know, you have those friends that you met in childhood and high school and college, whatever that might be. You have those friends already, but when you move somewhere post grad and you're an adult and you're not in school, it's kind of hard to make friends, because really the only place you can meet people is work, and it's a different environment than school, because when you're in school, you know, that's everyone's wanting to make friends with other people in school, I would say, for the most part. But for a lot of people, work is just work. It's not a social aspect of their life. It's hard to make friends post-grad when you move somewhere where you are alone and don't know anyone, and that has been the biggest struggle for me. And I am just really longing for friendships and relationships and just people that I can lean on and spend time with and do fun things with and feel like I have a support system here, because right now I don't. I quite literally have to do everything on my own. Like, the moving process was kind of a big wake-up call for me. Like, you are really on your own, which is not to say that, like, I feel so blessed that I have the support of my family and friends from home, especially my family. They support me so much. I'm really grateful for that. But like, the moving process, I had to get movers, and, you know, which made the process a lot simpler, but like, I didn't have anyone to help me. I had the movers and I had myself. And so like, even just like building furniture, which I am horrible at, it made me crash out about 1,000,000 times, and I cried several times out of just frustration and like the realization that like, you literally are all alone here. And that sounds super sad. I'm okay, swear, but like, I don't know, it was just like the realization of like, I'm literally doing it all by myself, which I am proud of myself for, and I think it's pretty brave of me. But also, like, I've been here for over a year now and I'm still alone. So if you're someone who's like me and you're a little bit more reserved on the surface and you struggle to make friends, know you're not alone, and know that it has nothing to do with you. I have to remind myself that all the time. It's not that people don't like you. It's not that people don't think you're a good person or anything like that. But I have to remind myself that it has nothing to do with me, and I know that I'm a good person. I just have to find the people, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet, but it's something that I'm really working on and really searching for. So I wanted to share that because it is a big part of my life right now. But besides that, I am just feeling so much better since my college program ended. Not to say that I'm not grateful for the Disney college program. I truly am. The first program quite literally changed the track of my life, and the second one got me out here, got me back here, and even though I didn't love my role, I am grateful for it. I learned a lot from it, and it got me to where I am now. So I also have picked up at my old role a couple of times. I'm actually going to work there next week as well, so that's been nice that I'm still able to pick up there, see everyone and say hey, and, you know, just kind of have a little change of pace every once in a while. My old college program role, it's nice every once in a while. It wasn't my favorite thing for 5 days a week. Anyway, yeah, I think those are the biggest updates. Have a busy next couple of weeks. In just a little under 2 weeks, my family is coming to visit for our semi-annual family trip, where we use our Disney Vacation Club points and stay over at Bay Lake Tower. So this is the first time we're doing that trip where I'm living here already, but it's still going to be a vacation for me as well. I have truly kind of stopped going to the parks. I rarely ever go to the parks. I think I got kind of burnt out from it, which sounds ridiculous, I guess, but you know, I think that taking a break from the parks just makes it more fun when I do have people like visiting, or like I said, like it's gonna feel like a vacation for me as well. Staying at a resort and not having to worry about work and just going into the parks and enjoying it with my family. I'm super excited for that. Until then, I have picked up lots of extra hours to make up for the week that I won't be working. And so yeah, I'm not really excited for the next couple of weeks, just full of work, but the reward will be worth it all. I'm so excited to spend time with my family. I truly miss them so much. So yeah, that's what's going on here. I hopefully won't be as MIA anymore. Honestly, don't really know what kind of videos to make anymore. Maybe I can do a week in my life now that I'm a part-time cast member to kind of show you guys what that's like. I feel like as for like park vlogs and things like that, I don't know, like I feel like I just keep doing the same things over and over for my videos, and I don't know, I need to come up with some new stuff to do. I'll show you guys around the apartment a little bit. Like I said, I will likely do a full apartment tour once I feel like the place is pretty complete. I would say right now we're at like 80%, which is good. I have been here for just over a month now. 80% for a month in is pretty good, I would say. It's because I'm impatient and I like decorating, and I was so excited to fill this space and like make it my own, and so just wasn't very patient. I know people say like when you move into a new place, like you need to take your time. And that's great advice. I do believe that's true. You need to take your time, but I didn't take that advice. Let me show you around a little bit. Just a quick overview, but this is the front door. There's a closet right here. Washer and dryer in unit, which has actually changed my life. I'm not joking. Here she is. So here's the kitchen. The kitchen is giant. Like, this is so much space for me. It's insane, but yeah, here's my kitchen. Sorry, I have some dishes drying there right now. And my bookshelf over here, which my family has been slowly sending over my books from home. So I have a little bit of my collection here. I can't wait for it to be complete. Coming over here to the living room. Here's my couch. I have my ottomans moved to this spot right now because it's comfy for me this way, but usually I have them moved to like the edges, you know. Here's my coffee table. It's one of the ones that like goes up like that. I love it. TV stand, all that. I still need bar stools. That's one of the things I need, and I can't wait to have them so I can like actually sit here and eat and do stuff on my computer and like all that kind of stuff. Like actually having a chair to sit in is going to be so great. Come over this way and we have my little balcony. There's some boxes on here right now that I need to throw away, but here she is, and she's screened in, which is so lovely and quite honestly life-changing once again. I've been cracking open the windows and it's been very lovely. Here's my bedroom. I love it. I got new bedding. This stuff is reminiscent of the old place, but you know, my pins, my chair. I love this new nightstand I got. It's like a bigger one, so I can like actually store stuff in there, which has been so nice. My little gallery wall here, and then the closet is so big, you guys. It's everything to me. I don't know how I was fitting all of this stuff in my tiny studio. No wonder I was losing my mind all the time, because all of this was in that tiny little place, which is crazy. And then we have my bathroom, which is also very big. Lots of storage. The shower is a great size. Yeah, I need a new bath mat. That's why that's just a towel there. But yeah, the shower is very nice as well. So yeah. This place is just perfect and I am so happy to be here. So I can't wait for it to be complete. Guys, I think that's gonna be it for this little update here. Literally the only purpose of this video was to hop on here and just update you guys with everything that's been going on with me. So thank you for following along. Hopefully I will be back on here soon. We'll see if I film anything when my family's here. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a vlog while they're here, but we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for following along and all of the change and everything that has been going on with me. I appreciate it so much. I am so grateful to be here and living just a really, really awesome life. I will see you guys super soon. Peace, love, and joy.